Good evening, this is Nurse the Human and welcome back to our Mongol Horde campaign, and you join us in Iberia where we're going to try and take out the English, but unfortunately Toledo is very stacked indeed. Zaragoza fell last time, and down to Valencia we go. There is of course another army hiding in the mountains here. If I sound a bit croaky today, well, it's because we're up in the northern Scottish lands, and that's actually where we're going to start off here today. Clearly the cold has taken its toll on me, but we will conquer on nonetheless. So in we head to Edinburgh to smash them down, and you know what, just because they're looking weak, to be honest, I think we just about got enough. I hired a couple mercs with the leftover monies just to try and give us a little bit more of a leg to stand on. Weirdly, the Highland nobles are the lads who are outside the city, and we're left with the general and his catapult inside, although catapults in the city can be very awkward indeed. Before we head over there though, we do have a few other bits of business. The old army from Egypt is just going to take out a city on its way over to Constantinople. We'll just do a bit of sacking with them. We could do with just filling up the money pot. I don't think we'll need them too much. Maybe they'll just swing and start on the Moorish invasion, but I think there's definitely a city or two that's worth sacking before we get to all of that business. But on the whole, last time it was a very efficient job. Managed to take out the Milanese, of course, and now, well, it's the French are really the main one that we haven't taken on yet. We've just obviously taken the first city of Angers, but after that it is Rennes and Metz under siege. Now Marseille very soon will be under siege as well. And yes, we've got to go back up to Corsica to deal with the Spanish. Things are hopefully getting wrapped up very soon. But to start things off, as I say, time for us to head into Edinburgh. And with that loveliness, we have these guys trapped outside. I'm going to attack in the daytime because I want to take them out. They should be easy to shoot down with my missiles. This should be a lovely pick-off. Well, in we go, and they're actually sending the onagers to come and catapult us, which will be a lovely news. It is quite fun to demolish siege towers with your catapults, but I'm not sure they're going to do it. The game often has a bit of fit about trying to aim for them, to be honest, but we'll see about that. They might, though, try and shoot us down while we try and shoot them on the walls. That would be quite amusing. As for the rest of this nonsense, well, over at this part of the world, there we go. So these guys are going to get themselves slaughtered. They don't even have a shield, I don't believe. Yeah, they are just long bastard swords. I don't know actually they're bastard swords or not. But massive two-handed swords, which doesn't put them in a very good position when they're being shot down by us, which is just beautiful. So all the cheap archers over here on this little hill. Very convenient hill. Some of the Armenian lads just knocking down the gate, which is marvellous news. And with that, hopefully, we'll start to get some people on the wall to shoot down these catapults. Yeah, you guys just up here, and hopefully we can take care of them. As you might well imagine, it's not going too well for these lads. They're being shot down. Interestingly, they're actually running at us. I wasn't expecting them to do that. So we might just retreat up the hill just a little bit. We do some Irish guns over here, though. They can leap out of the forest, or I don't think they were hidden at all, to be honest. But you know what? That's fine. Looks like these guys have largely done the business that they need. We could change over to fire, but to be honest, I'm not sure we need to at this point. You guys go on to that. Let's just very quickly check that nothing silly is happening over here. Now, the catapults are retreating at our shooting of them, which is a bit of a shame because I kind of wanted the fun of them shooting down their own walls, which very much could happen. But nope, the Highlanders are standing around, getting themselves killed. We'll go to skirmish. Absolutely fine. We do have a tiny bit of cav to mop them up, but we'll just move those guys out of the way. And I think we know how this one's going. I think these guys are actually trying to run up my own ladder, which is an interesting choice. They're just going to get themselves shot by me, presumably. Yeah, they're well in range, and I think that's exactly what we're doing. Ah, lovely. You know what, General? You can have a bit of a run out. This is all good anyway. Come and mop them up. Why not? Let's just start getting on top of them. I think at this point, they can go down fairly simply. Indeed. Sadly, yeah, the onager isn't bothering, which is a bit awkward because onagers on the plaza cause a lot of damage, and we did a bit of that last time. So you guys pull out of that. Ah, you've broken them. That's perfect. Okay, you guys just stop now. No more shooting. I think we've got the business done. Impressively, one Steve has managed to make it all the way, even through the archer trap. Well done. Freedom! freedom for Steve here. But unfortunately for Steve, I went a bit Irish there. Unfortunately for Steve, he's very, very soon going to be dead anyway. Unfortunately, because they have catapults, we've actually got to be very, very careful about how we try and tease people in here, because the catapults can cause us quite a lot of problems if they, yes, manage to pull off a shot. We are very, very well stacked together here, so bit of a tease. I think, though, we are about to run out. Who's shooting at us? Catapult. Did someone actually land a hit? I'm slightly confused. How did you die? Plan B, we're going to send these guys onto the plaza to distract these guys while we actually try and shoot down the general and hopefully pull him into an affair. So, here he goes. He actually wants to join us. There we are. Come and join the party. If we can just keep these guys busy, that's the main plan here. Well done, my Alanis. I do like the Alani Cav. They've done some good work for me. Quite why they're still fighting, I don't know. Very, very noble chaps they are. And we can just give them a dance. Oh, this is perfect. At this point, the Mongol infantry are going to get charged, so we need to just say, no, don't join the fray. Don't join the fracas. Just get yourself out of there. Just get yourself out of there. Armenian archers are still here. Keep running. They're going to get picked off like this, to be fair. Bit unfortunate. Keep running. Just let your friends die. You don't know they're quicker than the bear, you just need to be quicker than your friend, and that is very much the case here. Fine, all missiles should just about be in range now. You guys up here, are you in range? You should be, and you should be blasting them. Shoot the general, my good friends. Shoot him down. Right, we've now got him where we want him, which is being shot by our missiles, taking on the heavy spearmen, and the Irish Kerns even throwing in a javelin or two. That's very, very nice indeed. Bit of an awkward one, really, because I do generally find the catapults are tricky. The Alanis have fled at this point. They don't need to be wasting their time getting themselves killed. That's fine. Just retreating to the side of that building, and we shoot down the general. Down goes the general, and I think there was actually a javelin from the Kern there. Well done, my good sirs, or my good Kerns. The spearmen are down to 6, which means they've basically done their job. At this point, to be honest, I think the general should be able to do most of this. You know what, though? We'll send in the scraps. In fact, no, you know what? We'll send in the Kerns. Kerns can earn their money. Yeah, earn your keep. Kerns are taking on the general, and the cavalry have been doing a good job of trying to keep these 2 units of catapult busy. One of them has actually broken off from the catapult, so this guy can just keep this one engaged. There we go. Now pull out. Please, Steve, survive. That'll be marvellous news. And to be honest, at this point, we should probably just get the general in, actually. That'll be absolutely fine. Catapult isn't doing anything, so that's what I want to see. Time for Steve to die, I'm afraid. You're going to get hacked down by Ogadai himself, though, so that's fair enough. It's a noble way to go. In the end, we are going to take the plaza. These Kerns are going to do a spectacular amount of damage themselves to take out, what, 2 cavalry and whatever remained of that catapult. But hey-ho, job done. And with that, Edinburgh will fall, we'll sack their city, and all will be good with the world. 8,000! Only 2,000 to the mercs. That's very nice indeed. Yeah, let's get on the boat, actually. Let me get into Inverness. We could, you know. 95% shot, and I wonder if we can make it. We might be able to. Okay, this looks promising. Get yourself there, army. Can you all make it? Just the cavalry. Is that cavalry enough? Get out of the boat. And the gate's open. The gate is open. Okay, well, you know what? Let's hire up a merc. Let's hire up some mercs. You know what? Just the one. What do we actually need? What do we actually need to take on in here? 1 unit of Highland Nobles. Okay, we've got the range. You know what? Actually, can we do this without them? We probably can, actually. Just a charge from the general should be enough, although there are reinforcements over here. That's a fair point, but can we do this at night? We can do it at night and get the rest of the army in next time. Oh, that's perfect! Okay, we can do this without the mercs. Only a handful of men lost in that, and Inverness as well. Sacked under our control, and by that I mean rebel control, but they are not cracking back in there, so let's not even worry about taking those guys on. Can we get on the boat? We can't, but I think we're perfectly safe from these guys. I reckon we could take them out if we need to. So there we are, Scotland burnt to the ground in Half a turn. That was glorious. Well, on a new day then, Rennes will fall. In the end, decided it actually best not to bring most of my mercs along because I didn't really need them, and that would eat up all of my money. So, yeah, we'll join those guys back in. I can't even notice, though, that they're both lined up here to take me on. Oh, I had a mission for Rennes. Oh, God darn it. Oh, well. Are these guys allies, or do I just kill them separately? No, they still hate each other, so maybe I should just bypass them, to be honest. Hop on a boat. I've got the money. I'm weirdly in their port, which is quite funny. Quite funny indeed. The rebels, fine. I'm sure will be okay for a turn. Head down towards the likes of Bordeaux and Toulouse and take that out in time. Yeah, this is looking fun indeed. By the way, Dublin looking pretty weak right now as we slowly move over here. Khanzada Ogadai the Merciless. That's a good title to have when you're not even the Khan yet. Marvellous stuff. Down here in Spain, oh yes. So over to the bridge. Nothing interesting happening. Lovely. Right, well, marhaba to you, my friend. Toledo is now under siege. And I say marhaba, but there's actually the Moorish merchant. But you know what? You, my good sir, can head towards, yes, Leon up in the north. We need to know what the Spanish have for us in that part of the world. But for now, to be fair, we need to head over towards Valencia, which is a fortress. Very nice, by the way, if you go to Valencia. Plenty of the old castle walls still around. And some lovely food too. But there is also a nice stack of an army. Nothing... Okay, mixture. Could be dangerous. Need to be careful with that one, potentially. So, nothing too interesting in this part of the world. We'll just keep an eye on that big army then. We might just use this boat for a tiny bit of scouting for the time being. Just have a little look. See, this is all Granada's still Moorish. Okay, no need to worry about that then. Elsewhere in the world, what do we need to do? Yes, slowly move towards Marseille. We'll get there one day in the next, I don't know, 100 years or something. Spy, 62%, not worth it. Rams, oh, lovely stuff. Now we could correct this down immediately. I might well do that actually because we have the firepower to do it. We must move random people along. And Innsbruck 2 turns, Nuremberg, that will be put under siege once we're done with that whole business. Lovely stuff. Okay, nothing else too much of interest apart from taking down Heraklion. Okay, a couple little sieges to do. So Corsica goes down fairly simply then. We're going to sack the settlement. We can get back on the boat pretty much immediately and start swinging that one over in this direction. Not really sure exactly where just yet, so we'll send them over there. As for Metz, this is just a general. So I'm pretty certain that an auto-resolve will do the job with almost no losses here. Yeah, you see, it's just a general. You've got firepower. The game does basically give it to you for free. So there we are. Metz is now fallen, and we actually ran in a useful direction today. Isn't that nice? Straight over to Rheims, and we'll get that cracked open soon enough. Now, we are just going to get one extra infantryman over there, because we don't really want too much. This guy isn't getting out of the way, which is very, very irritating, to be honest, because I quite like these cavalry to be able to join me. They were part of this army from Bayern the Raffle, so maybe they can just hang out there for now, and we'll send them off in future. But yes, Nuremberg is going to be a bit of a painful one. Innsbruck very, very close at this point, but I don't think there's actually much more I can do this turn, to be honest. It's a bit of a few simple sieges kind of an affair. Okay, that's alright. I'll check around the map, and we're in dead turn. Well, I have been given a mission to go and blockade Bordeaux's port, and on this occasion I actually have the opportunity to do it, so we might as well. We're going to be given a reward of 1,000 florins. I'll take it. We could just make it to Bordeaux, so next turn we can crack that open onto Rheims, and Rheims is a pretty empty one where we're just happy to give the old auto-resolve, execute, and sack, and happily it's marching us off in the right direction once more. This army's doing a very, very nice job. They're supposed to be the field army, but yeah, they're doing a very good job of just walking into all these cities on the way. So we'll pick up a little bit more as we go. So we've got a tiny bit of money, and we get a bit of retinue there, which is nice. We can just make sure we keep these guys topped up because some of them are getting battered at this stage. France, though, very, very quickly falling apart. The French actually did take Bern, which is a bit of a disappointment, but we don't need to worry about that for too much longer. Aha, Marseille, 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 Marseille. Okay, if you dismantle feudal knight, the game is not going to gift us an auto resolve, sadly. So I might have to go and do that battle, but we'll splatter them in a moment or two. As for elsewhere, Toledo under siege, we're just going to siege that one out, to be honest. Yep, Subutai the Raffle, still only 50. Still only 50. You wouldn't know. His glistening golden hair. But there we are. So he's sat on the bridge right now, which is interesting. To be honest, I'm quite happy facing him in the field. Just not the that kind of field. So yeah, we'll go and take put the city under siege. But if he wants to come and face us in the field, then I'm happy for him to do that. They have now put the general in that army, which is a bit unfortunate. You just come and join Subutai, that'll be fine. We're heading over in that direction. You'll be able to see it all next turn. As for Scotland, yes, a spy. He is going to waltz on in there. That was 95%, I think, so nice and easy. Prince David. Do they have anything else? Oh no, they have Carnarvon, of course, and they do have a family member there. Fine. Claymore for you here, GB. I did call it a bastard sword, but is a Claymore a type of bastard sword? I do not know enough about this stuff. Okay, so wander over here. To be honest, I wouldn't mind another unit of Galaglach just to kind of give us some heavy lads. We'll cross over the straits next time. Although actually the boat here, we possibly could do it ourselves, but let's not worry about it. Hopefully it doesn't pull them in to attack us and then squat on it. That would be quite irritating. Although I could just hire a boat if I needed to. So there are some troops over here. And we've got Carnarvon over there. I don't think the Scots really have anything left. There might be someone on a boat hidden over here, but they haven't taken them. So that's good to know. All right, so what do we have to do? We have to go and take out Marseille. And this boat over here, you know what? Not the worst idea. I mean, we're not actually getting attacked on the sea. It's very strange. Not the worst idea just to land those guys. So now they've landed. I'm not going to worry about this. I will control that myself. But we do need to be a little bit careful because there are some good troops. But we have all the range we need. Let's hit him. Interesting. The units have arrived now that we've smashed down our hole in the walls. I don't know. Yeah, they're just going to stand there by the breach. Interesting decision. Just smash more of the walls down. And eventually they'll be standing in front of nothing. Although, yeah, they seem to have already given up on this. Moving further back. We're just going to hit by the splatter, my good sirs. To be honest, we're well in range of a shot or two, actually. You know what, though? We'll shoot the towers. We'll shoot the towers first. But wouldn't mind getting you guys into... Oh, interesting. Okay, let's just get these guys forward because they could do some... Alright, frame rate is not happy. It often isn't happy with siege equipment, to be fair. Let's just go and get this into this position. Make sure there's some units just to back them up if they need to. The gates have been shot down by the rocket launchers who seem to have not quite got the full memo of what I was planning, which was to shoot through this gap instead. But you know what? They actually could almost get the general from that position, so not the worst idea in the world. They have, though, used up their ammo, so on to the next rocket launcher. Okay, I tell the rocket launchers to shoot. They might well get distracted by these guys, but that's kind of the point. Hold them in position and let the rocket launchers do their business. Are these guys going to manage it as well? I think they should. Come on, rocket launchers. Please. Please shoot it. No, they're shooting through the walls at those guys. What are they doing? Why would you do that, Brian? Okay, these guys have at least decided to shoot down the... down the alleyway. These guys, unfortunately, have just wasted the lives of these Gingis because they've shot through the wall. Utter numpties. Shoot at this guy. They're actually there, actually. They're still in... Actually, they were actually still in position to do it. That's really irritating. And now they're not going to be because I ran off, for Pete's sake. And a lot of my horses just got shot by the missiles there. I really don't want them fighting those guys, actually. There's supposed to be someone here to stop that situation. To be honest, as long as there's like 2 left, it doesn't actually matter what happens. At this point, the idea is... I should really slow this down. I put this on way too fast. I got this caught out. Okay, yes, well done. Yeah, the idea Was that we're supposed to have some units here? There was another unit over here who was supposed to be defending this guy. I'm not quite sure what happened to them, but oh well. Anyway, the rocket launchers got away. All that matters is that most of them have survived. Anyway, a small spattering of deaths isn't the end of the world. You guys go in there, take on this the trebuchets are trying to shoot him from here. It's quite funny. The general was actually shot by the trebuchets. Absolutely spectacular. I don't know how they pulled that off. Must be the first hit they have made all afternoon. That is cocking glorious. And with that, the battle is pretty much ours. A few deaths just taking out the odd poke here from these guys, but in the end, pretty much job done. The general can do one final charge here, but we do have our mate who's joined us for the party, and one more charge should smash them into submission. Lovely stuff. 6% lost, mostly mercs, so we'll take it. Execute, and with that, Marseille will fall. 6. You don't belong on the boat, fool. Get back over here. You know what, next time they will have to... Okay. This is just slightly awkward now, because we've now got one boat and 2 armies, for Pete's sake. Now, we know the French had the best princess at the start of the game, but do they have a predisposition for having better princesses? Because, yeah, there are some good ones here. I could kill this family member, which would be pretty good, actually. But maybe let's get him... let's just go and kill the princess. Bon Dieu. So, seeing as your name has too many vowels, we'll kill you in the streets, my good lady. Ooh, this is unusual. She's riding a horse. Nice. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. Job. That was a blood-curdling scream. Where's the horse gone? Wow, he evaporated the horse. Wonderful stuff. Okay, we're just going to kill off the French family right over here. This is marvellous stuff. Okay, it's nice to see a different video clip there. It's obviously pretty much the same, but with the princess on a horse. Nice stuff. We're pretty much at end turn time, though, at this point. So 1 turn until Innsbruck surrenders. And Innsbruck has decided to surrender. Luckily, we have moved straight towards Nuremberg, and boat over here is heading straight towards Constantinople. So, yeah, we'll get that. Actually, we have the spy, don't we? Yeah, we have the spy. Yizik the clever. Genghis the spy. Yes, good old Genghis. Get him in the city. Loads of archer militia. A few spear militia. Some Byzantine lancers. Now, they could be scary, but not in the city. Okay, the gate is actually open, so not the worst idea in the world, but we'll leave it for now. We'll see what we can do about all of that nonsense. But yes, Innsbruck. You are now clear. Right, we'll head in that direction. Looks like we can make it next turn. We might just need the siege equipment to join us later. That's fine if that is the scenario. Oh, look, those rebels have finally moved, which is nice. So we will actually indeed move those guys over here. Hopefully won't get picked off, but they're pretty hard to pick off, those kind of troops. Anyway, France. There's Paris over there. But in the meantime, we have Valencia. And you know what? 3 ladders, 2 towers, seeing as it's a fortress. We'll need to carry the ladders through. Ah, there's unit there. My favourite unit. I just adore those guys. They're so good. Alright, marvellous stuff. And yeah, let's go and... we'll see what else there is to do, because, oh yes, there's Bordeaux. Fine, let's crack that one. Bordeaux then is now a smoking ruin, and apparently that wasn't long enough for us to win the mission. I forgot about the mission. Oh well, not worth the grand. This will cost me $1,000 just to have it for that long. So over towards Toulouse we go, and yes, the killer. You can get on it. We've got Juliette. Oh, he's the prince now. Okay, we probably should have killed him when we had the chance. And Isabelle, who doesn't know how to spell her name. And since she's got the fancy headwear, she doesn't deserve it. She's not as charming as her sister, presumably. We will have her killed. And are we going to use the old snake in the bedroom? Oh, the irony. Yes, let's go for that. So, in goes the snake. Please tell me it works. It looks like it's going to. And maybe let's not discuss that one in too much detail, but she appears to be D-E-D, dead. Lovely stuff. Okay, some more dread and authority. That's good, because authority is actually not too high. We have had the odd tiny force of like scouts rebel. But actually we haven't seen too many rebellions, which is good news indeed. But the English are... I mean, this army is not really able to take down anything, but the English in this city are not looking very competent. Over in Valencia, yes, we've already looked at that. We need to go deal with that one in time. And in Marseille, well, this is interesting now. What do we do with all these guys? This is a bit of a scrappy force, if I'm honest. You, first and foremost, can just head up north towards Dijon. And that will be fine for me. And you, my good sir, you can probably head over towards Iberia as well. Maybe, actually. Yes, let's start dealing with the Moors, who are not at war with us yet. I think they're the only faction who we're not at war with, actually. That might be true. Yeah, actually, no, all the Papal States, we never had to kill them. Never had to kill the Papal States because they didn't even have Rome. So we're neutral with Catholicism, weirdly. Ah, yes, they have turned up here, but they haven't done anything about it. So, lovely stuff. Is that green or red? I can't quite tell. So I'm just going to backspace that. Just get the general there first and foremost. We'll get it under siege. Actually, we had a spy, didn't we? We had a spy somewhere. Where's my spy? He's already in there. He's already in there, Thomas, and he's failed to open the gate. That's fine. In there next turn, and Carnarvon soon enough. We'll just hang out right next to the army, and hopefully they'll get the message and jump straight on the boat. This guy... Alright, you're supposed to be hiding, but I kind of mucked that one up. Although these the two lads left, could they take that out? Probably not. But if they're as good as they say they are, maybe they should be able to. Okay, Paris. Is that a good idea, by the way? I'm not sure how much of a good idea it is to be taking on Paris. Should we go and take that on a little bit later? I don't know. There's a lot of English armies walking around. I'm a bit concerned about that. This army is going to have to get some mercs and go and take out Nottingham. Although, I say mercs, we might just be able to snipe our way in. Let's see about all of that nonsense as well. Let's get the spy out and about. Angers is safe for the time being. And then nothing too much else going around Dijon. Yeah, so we need to just keep an eye on all of that. So, it looks like things are fairly well coming together here. We should be able to knock out a few more factions here today. With the gates open then, Dublin will fall, and conveniently we're going to gain all the florins from looting because we decided to be clever and leave our mercs outside the city. And we could still make use of them in battle, of course, but most importantly, we could not give them the money. So we're going to see if we can make it over to Carnarvon. How are we doing, by the way? Plenty of movement points. I like it. Okay, so get the army over the boat and into the city. Right, what do we have? We have a Claymore for the Gibber and Highland Nobles of 4 experience. Those could be dangerous, but apart from that, mostly all trash in that support army, although some Welsh longbowmen. Interesting, 4 experience as well. That could be dangerous, and yeah, another weird bit of file editing going on here or there. Just in case you need reminding. Do not translate. This is not playable. It is. I'm doing it right now. Maybe we should head back to that. But there was a bit more murder we needed to do. So, yeah, priest. I haven't seen a priest death video for a little while. Oh, it's just a standard man in the street. Well, Lucas de Dijon will go down. No? Oh, Linda. Disappointing. Oh, well. You know what? We possibly could have a good go at this over here. I think. Can we... I don't mean the movement points anymore. Well, it looks like we're going to do that next turn. Let's go over to Constantinople instead then. Where? We're going to head ourselves into the city. The gates are open. We've got some siege equipment. And we do have our mercs out as reinforcements. There's not many of them, to be honest, but we'll do our best. A few odd units here or there. Let it in. Well, in many ways, this is a simple affair because, of course, we do have the gate open immediately. And that should hopefully mean that we don't get shot down by these towers, which they seem to be immediately vacating. Interesting decision, probably, because I'm also attacking from over there. Oh yes, we have reinforcements, of course we do. Thomas, you're supposed to send them to die. Yes, lovely. Send them to go and kill those Byzantine Lancers, of course. Because actually they're the ones who are supposed to die, not me. So let's just pour on into the city. The ram was only really here to be a distraction to the towers, but it seems like the towers are now off anyway. Those archers are routing. That is marvellous good news. And these guys are already wavering. Let's just head straight into them, please. That would be just grand. We've actually got people heading up to the walls over here, only because I was anticipating them actually trying to defend the walls. They are not, as it turns out. So we're mostly just waltzing our way in. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Right, these guys swing on in towards the plaza. I'll be honest, this is going much better than I ever anticipated, probably because they are very, very spread out indeed. Arch Militia are returning to the plaza, and to be honest, these guys can just stroll over there and shoot them down. These guys seem to be a bit confused about what they want to do. They're lancers. You know what? Yeah, just pin them. Just pin them. They're going to rout as well. We've got them all completely melting. Oh, this is lovely stuff. And these guys are... What are you going to do? I don't know. You know what? We'll just line ourselves up for a charge, shall we? Because they don't seem to be doing much about us. We now appear to be in a very excellent position where our reinforcements here can just wander back and forth, charging into them. And all these lads over here, why are you fighting? Get yourselves back on the wall, you fools. You're not supposed to die. The mercs are supposed to die, but yeah, we can just get all of our missile troops into the rear at this point and just start shooting them down. And just let the Bedouins really take all the damage. And in spectacular news, they've decided pretty much to all give up immediately, which is hilarious because, yeah, we're just going to pile on top of them. There goes the victory. 4% lost. That is nowhere near what I thought we'd lose here today. But Constantinople is ours. And with that, hopefully, a humongous bucket of money because we never took this. Oh, lovely. 11,000. And back on the boats, which is perfectly logical, to be honest. Where do we go from here? I don't know. But Abakwa the Merciless can head on. Oh, you've got Brave and Marks of War now. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah, he can head on and do a little bit more sacking. It depends really how big any of these towns are. I mean, if Nikkei is a decent size, then I don't mind going to grab it. No, it's only 2,000. Fine, 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 fine. Well, we'll head on, probably over towards the Moors, but we'll see if there's someone else to kill en route. Well, before we siege Toulouse, then we might as well get the Factionaire's head locked off. We'll see if we can pull this one off. I always feel like the door slam is very likely here. Indeed it is. Sadly, he's failed, which is a bit of a shame, but we can still put the place under siege, get all of our lovely, lovely equipment. You know what, since it is fortress, yeah, we'll bring more ladders rather than towers, and the rest of you can join up. Now, they do plenty in there. Maybe we'll just siege them out. We don't really have much of an assaulting army. We just have lots and lots of missiles of doom. So we'll just let the missiles of doom do their job. Now, over in Carnarvon, the Scottish have gone for an interesting decision of let's go and take Dublin, which may not be the worst idea, but they haven't actually put it under siege. I actually also forgot to get siege equipment, but luckily I have managed to open up the gate. So you know what? We'll just crack on in here instead. King Edward the Malevolent, which does mean he needs to go down. He's the last... Oh, he's got a plaque standing. How beautiful. He's a genius, skilled bureaucrat. Oh, lovely. Here's some nice traits here. Brave. Ooh, lovely. It'd be great to put him onto a stake and burn it to the ground. So that's what we'll do. And let's head in. Intrigued to see what they do here. I mean, they do have the advantage of all these towers, but they're not keeping many of them on. They're actually sending their longbowmen running around, so that very much works in my favour because I'm going to want these guys to be not shooting at me because God knows that these guys are brutal. They do have a fair few towers shooting right now. That's 4 of them. This kind of castle is brutal. Early doors. You know what, guys? You don't need to get in there. If the towers are going to be active, and just run on back away. But the rest of us might as well get running. I'll be honest, these guys are not designed to be shot by all of that nonsense. But get yourselves up on the walls and kill those guys. You guys and you guys just stand around here. You get into Shiltram. There's not many. Oh, they're already running off the walls. Oh, get on top of them then. Everyone pile on top. And to be honest, that's a very good early sign. It's a good early victory here. We've managed to immediately get on top of these walls. We've slaughtered the Welsh longbowmen, which does mean we can get all of our archers up to the walls good and proper. Right, get the rest of us down here and block up this street. Just block it up with those 5 blokes. Yeah, block it up so that now we can get all of our archers into position. We now have ourselves in a classic shooting gallery position. So, yeah, all archers actually, all missiles, just the shooting in on this lad, please. Apart from the curtains can stay where they are. That is absolutely fine. And to be honest, at this position, yeah, we're going to lose one of our units of infantry just taking them down. Wow, they're going to get completely slaughtered instantly, apparently. But let's not worry about that too much. We've got tons and tons of missiles coming in. Send these guys. Do you want these guys getting involved? Probably not. Yeah, no. It's fine. Get these guys around. Get the other infantry in to come and take these guys down. We'll leave the general around here. That's absolutely fine. These Galaglas are getting themselves murdered. That's kind of their job, to be honest. These guys are heading up as well. Are they going to come and take us on? We're best shooting these guys now while we have the opportunity, to be honest. And the general, well, we'll just keep shooting at him. Well, with both of those units distracted up on the walls and over by this set of walls, yes, let's flee to the plaza. And it looks like the general's actually already running away, which is awfully good news. We're going to have these Highland nobles up here. And we're just going to run away at this point. Run away, run away. That's fine. Run away and now shoot at them, because that will be amusing. You guys get up there, give us a bit of assistance. Looks like the general will probably end up facing us over here. Certainly looks like it. He's taken one spearman right now and he's getting somewhat cut down, which is good news for us. These guys are getting hacked down over here. Yeah, we lost a fair few men in the end, actually, which would look like a fairly efficient start, but they've used their 2 units well at this point, just shooting to the back of them, whittling them down. The Kerns will probably fail against the... You literally had archer support. They're getting shot down with their own arrows, I think. But you know what, it's fine. It's pretty much just the king left now. The general is shot down. Down goes the final king of the Scots. And with that, the battle is pretty much ours. Apparently, I was about to say apparently they've won that battle. But yes, they did kill all our Galaglax somehow. But there we are. Victory is ours. Plenty of men lost. But importantly, we've killed the Scots. And with the execution of the Welsh longbowmen, in we go to Carnarvon. I think they had those because I gave the Scottish Carnarvon to begin with, and I probably gave them some odd units like Mercs here or there, or we're in Carnarvon, so I probably gave them longbowmen for that reason. So we need to head over now towards Nottingham. Now, I did notice, yes, you see, the computer's giving the Welsh longbowmen. It knows the deal here. The Scots are still alive. They've taken York in the meantime. God darn it. Bizarrely, the Scottish have decided to vacate York. Now, they are trying to ambush me, albeit I'm quite aware of the ambush. 56% chance that we can just waltz on in. So, that we can. Okay, I accidentally got those angles wrong. But you know what? We'll waltz on in. It's fine. Just end the darn Scots. They had such a chance there. They had a huge army in York. What utter fools. And Scotland are down. Beautiful stuff. So that is a bit of a headache solved. Did hire up a few more mercs to do that. We do need to go take on Nottingham now. So where has my spy gone? Did we just kill him? We might have just killed our own spy in that. Where did he go? Thomas is right here under, you know, agents, spy, where the spy lives. Okay, 95. I don't know if there are any more troops. They've taken back London. Again, not surprising either. Fortunately, there just aren't any good mercs around this part of the world, really. So, I don't know. We'll work this one out. We've just got to somehow drag Ogadai through this corpse of an army to go and take out these last few. But luckily the Scots gone now, we have a bit of a better vision on what the English are doing. We can try and keep them a bit more under control. So head over to London, see what's going on down there. Over in Toulouse, you might have to siege that one out over time. You, my good sir, they've decided to back up Dijon a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Actually, we can pick them off in the field very, very soon. The French are giving up on Rheims. We're still besieging Paris. Honestly, we are scrappy as anything at this point. Just weird half-dead armies everywhere. And yes, Algiers, there we are. That's somewhere where we need to go take out. So we'll just stroll on in there because it was literally just one general. Only 570 paid to the mercs. That's fine by me. We're not going to worry about Tunis because Algiers... Okay, that won't hold off against much of an attack because there's almost nothing there, but we'll stroll in this direction. If they don't attack my boat, we'll try and get back on the boat but maybe just hold. Yeah, just hold on the bridge for now if they want to come and take us on. So that's the last war in the old world that we need to take care of. It's apart from the bad news, which is, my brother's been playing this campaign ahead of me and has said the Timurids didn't turn up on his, so we may need creative solutions if that's the case here. I may have misprogrammed the Timurid trigger, so that's something. Yes, I've got to figure out how we could spawn them in if that indeed's what's going to happen. I think what may be happening is they only spawn after the Mongols spawn, and I've set the Mongols to spawn like turn 500. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But anyway, we need to finish off these guys first, and then we'll head over to the New World. If the Timurids don't indeed turn up, we'll try and work out a solution if that happens to us as well. But for now, yeah, we're just kind of tracing our way across the world here, trying to pick off what's left with the weird scraps of armies that we have. I'm not sure what we have to go and deal with the Timurids, or indeed to go deal with the Aztecs, because they can be tricky themselves. We're just slowly whittling down armies, but these guys could be annoying as well. But having spoken of Dijon, we probably should head into this battle then, shouldn't we? Let's pull them all in. Some knights there. Some more knights, a lot of cavalry. We're actually a very spearman heavy army on this occasion, so that's probably for the best. Yep, let's head in. I must say this is a very well developed area. We've got a big farmstead there, we've got a mini castle, more farms, a little abbey. It's lovely, there's tons going on over here. So we've now picked the wrong side. We're now shooting non-shield, we are shooting shield side, but they are just peasants, so Sodom, they can go down. Peasant archers to begin with, nothing too much of a concern. We're actually going to use this just to support one flank. There are some reinforcements coming from over there. There we are. That's just that one unit of spearmen actually. So no need to worry about that too much. We'll shoot these guys down and we'll see what they've got to do with it. Well, the first army's coming in. It's just two spatterings of mailed knights and some peasant archers. They've already got shot down quite significantly. So we'll just swing into the rear of these guys. They're going to charge on in. We've actually got quite a lot of features on this map here today. We've actually just get these guys not to skirmish. They're just going to charge in. Oh, that's nice, but we are spearmen, so good luck with all of that. Enemy warlord. That's potentially not quite the right phrase, my good sirs. So you guys get on top of them. You guys no longer shooting, please. There are some reinforcements coming on from over there. That's just the spearmen. Yeah, there's Citadel over here. Citadel, not quite that. But yeah, there's quite a lot of features on this map. We've got the building over there as well. I kind of wanted to use at least one of them. So we're going to use some of them, and we'll see how the rest of it goes. The rest of us, though, reinforcements, main armies coming from over there. Which, can we even see the city on this map? If we could, it's maybe too snowy right now. Well, with the main force coming up soon then, we just need to start funneling them in the right direction. So we just changed our angle slightly. That farmstead should at least force them in this way, or I can rearrange because I know they're coming that way. These guys are presumably getting themselves shot down, are they? I hope so. Spear militia. We're not really towards the top of this hill. We should probably just get a little bit more like that. We'll just swing that general into the rear in case we need to give them a doom slam. Are they in Siltram? I think they're marching in Siltram, not quite, but you know what we should though, just get shooting, and you, my good sir, just line yourself up in case we need to make the use of it. Okay, as for all of this nonsense over here, we're doing a bit of skirmishing. That's lovely to see, and they're going to give up as they arrive. They probably should, you know, but they're not just yet. Should be deadly. Look at that slow motion falling from the sky. Oh, that's just marvellous. General, just start charging in. These guys can just pull back as and when they need. Over to the next position, please. Yeah, over there will be absolutely fine. They're not really in a position to do much to me. And with the spearmen being cleared off now, then we can head back into the main affair. We've just done a little bit of turning because I've actually come around the long way here. So yeah, just start shooting that general's bodyguard in the back. See if he wants to do any skirmishing with you, or if he just wants to get himself shot. We're happy to let their infantry, or their cavalry, sorry, charge in because we have all the spearmen that we need to repel them. This is very, very nice. It is good to be able to use some of the features on the battle map to your advantage, using the farmstead just to funnel them a certain way, giving us time to move around. We can use our light lance over there just to do a bit of mopping up. These guys should probably, yeah, they're running back now, having chased down those mailed knights. Just going to just press them in a little bit more here. It's working very nicely indeed. These guys are in position on top of the hill. General up there. Down goes some random lad. And hopefully then that means that, yeah, these guys are now free to block the escape. Right, you guys go over there. You guys swing over that way as well, actually. That would be nice. They're coming in for the charge, and, well, they will do a bit of damage. I don't think it's going to be too much to worry about. Indeed, they are starting to break immediately. Just the general over there, he needs to get taken out. We can send in, yeah, we'll do a bit of skirmishing, but we'll get the general in to finish those guys off as well. As for all of this, shoot the missiles into the sergeant spearmen. Cavalry can charge down their cavalry. And, yeah, there's the general. Just pin him in position. To be honest, that was just the light lancers, wasn't it? So they would have done a bit of damage with the charge, but they're probably not best to kind of stand in there for too long. Yeah, you know what, my good sirs, pull out of that, pull out of that. Get on top of as many of those mounted sergeants as possible. Try and clear them out. General's also gone. Perfect. Get those archer cavalry over in that direction. And the general just needs to go down. Is anyone else still fighting? Not the king. Or whoever that bloke was, I don't really know. Someone, some Steve, somewhere along the lines, is now dead. Some spearmen have also gone down. That's just what you want to see. Crusader Knights are, for some reason, deciding to fight again. See these guys, crossbows can shoot them down from a distance. That's perfect. Oh, lovely. Yeah, and over here, to be honest, yeah, just chase them down hand to hand. Use a bit of bows while you're at it. We should pretty much have all of them. If you'd like to see the end of battle screen, I'm sorry I managed to forget it. No, don't do it. And obviously, we will. Yes, I accidentally did skip that, but we did kill enough of the armies to empty the town. Who are you, my good sir? Get out of the way. So, sack another settlement. An awful lot of money given to mercs, of course, but that's no worry to me. There are some random other armies, mostly remnants from, yes, Crusades by the looks of it. That's an okay enough force to go and defend that. We'll just continue to march on in this direction. I will just hire these guys up because we actually have a fair bit of money now. So it's not the worst idea in the world. Actually, what's not the worst idea in the world probably is to go and get this boat round here. Hire up some mercs. Oh yeah, we can use Horde over here to send some of his guys over. It's probably not the worst idea in the world, actually. So yeah, we'll give some reinforcements to our English forces very soon. I think we're going to go take out London first, and we can organise the reinforcements there. Well, interestingly, Bern is also looking quite vulnerable with an army standing right outside. Oh, that's just too good an opportunity to pass up on. Fairly simple looking army to begin with, nothing too worrying, but the reinforcements, Gaston himself, and not too much else. A catapult in the field, fine, we'll have to just be wary of it, but this should work out a lot like the last battle if we're lucky. Let's head in. So this battlefield's a bit more dramatic than I envisaged. I mean, these guys probably could shoot us from up here, although they don't normally like shooting from mountains on Medieval 2. Not sure how long it's going to take them to get round to us. It will probably take a while, yes. So we should probably focus on these guys. Oh god, this is all a bit mental. On the other side of things, we're in a very good position to take on the General's army, but they are very near the red line of doom right now, which I don't like quite so much. So I have to be careful about that. I should probably send these guys over here to start getting into a mop-up position, because again, they're presumably going to want to run back to the same position they were in back at the city. So we just got ourselves a little bit more onto the face of the cliff here, with our crossbowmen in behind, and just a few men covering here, because it looks like we might actually arrive at a similar time, which is a bit unfortunate. So we'll just have to see about all of that nonsense. Bit of a skirmish going on, but we are going to send in these guys just to deal with the catapult, because they were starting to give us a bit of a spattering. Let's just hopefully get on top of them enough to wipe them down to too small a number, and then, yeah, now they can't do any more shooting. That's what we want to see. So with that, we're in the position we want to be. Just keep shooting down all of those missiles. They haven't come to support their artillery, which is good news for us, and that means that we can start to pull out of there. Oh yeah, get the surrounding, my good sirs. Shoot back into those cavalry, and don't really know what's going on at the moment, but something's happening. These guys are mostly, yeah, just infantrymen, so I'm just going to run around the back and just take out the next unit, who are presuming the ballistas up on the hill here. Just, just go and capture the hill. It's such an odd little affair. Annoyingly, it does seem like we've run out of missiles with only 3 of the general men left, so we're just going to charge in and hopefully we'll just kill him. That's the plan, because they seem very, very reticent to actually engage in any kind of battle. So kill him, please. Don't. One horse had to engage the male knights, didn't they? One foolish horse has done that. So that's probably going to start putting them in. Down to 2. Come on. Take him out anytime soon. Oh, we need to really hope. Yeah, for some reason they've got pulled into these guys instead. That's what we want to see. Come on, kill the general. There he is. Get on top of him. This is such an odd battle. They look like they're running up the, or down the cliff now. So maybe I've just poked them into some kind of action. But most importantly, this general one day is actually going to be killed. Well, hilariously, he wasn't killed, and he's still standing there with the army running around like headless chickens. Who knows? But at some point, we should actually kill the man. There we go. Got the mace in their head like he always deserved. And with that, good. You guys can now just go to the rear and do your job, which is to make sure that no one gets away. Well, in just the most bizarre battle, we've now changed over our formation to have more men over on this side. We've got the cavalry up on the top of the hill. They're about to charge into those ballista. The generals died over there. We're just going to pull them into some kind of fracas in this part of the world. To be honest, cavalry, if you can run over there now, that would be absolutely marvellous. All the missiles in the world can come and smash into these guys. Town militia over there seem to be running way out of position. Don't quite know what they're doing. Cavalry, maybe don't do all of that nonsense. Who even knows what's happening at this point? Who even knows? Even, yeah, the missiles seem to be all shooting in that direction. Everyone go off of, yeah, off of that nonsense. You guys head into there. They're already dead. That's fun for us. Up on top of the cliff, what's happening with you? You are very, very experienced at this point. Yeah, you're cutting them down without too many problems, aren't you? Down to 16. We'll just have to let that one go. That's fine by me. Armoured sergeants, you can die, hopefully, anytime soon. Get those cavalry out of there. The dismounted feudal knights, get up the hill into them. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Infantry, start engaging. It's kind of your job. Yeah, into them. And just nonsense is happening all around. I don't even know the whole battle's being like this, damn it, but that's fine by me. Cavalry, you get on top of them. General, you get on top of them. Infantry, get down and kill those lads. And as for the rest of us, yeah, we need to just catch these guys. That's Meld Knight, that doesn't matter too much. But we can try and get on top of them if at all possible. That is kind of why you lads are all over here. Mop them up. Just a handful of men getting away, then only 12 of them. We lost almost nothing there. Absolutely spectacular stuff. And with that, hopefully, that is their citadel gone. Indeed, Bern is free for us to waltz on into. Might have to do it with just some cavalry. Yeah, have to do it a slightly awkward way, but that does mean a lot less mercs involved. Ah, that's excellent. Defeat imminent. The rebels are about to win. How magnificent is that? Okay, well, with the news the rebels are going to win, I think that's probably not the worst place to leave it, actually. How are we doing? Where are we standing at now? Okay, so next time into London, I've hired up a load of mercs, by the way, in one unit of these guys from this army. So I haven't actually yeah, just strolled over the border. Tons and tons of men up there, so we ascended them over to the fight. We've got Toulouse under siege as well as Bari. There are a few French armies floating around, but Aradai is now free to go and deal with that. As I say, Toulouse under siege, that will take a while. Valencia under siege, we might just head in soon actually, because you've got a good army. There's a few good troops, but we'll see about that. 2 turns until Toledo surrenders. Just a big old castle with a fair amount of troops. Don't want to waste my admittedly not too strong army on any of that nonsense, no. As for the rest of this chaos, there's a full stack army standing outside Algiers. Well, we should probably go and take them on in the field actually, so maybe that's something we need to start next time with. Yes, you know what, I think we do need to just clear those guys out. We'll go back over to Marrakesh and things a little bit later. Yes, but for now, continue strolling over towards that part of the world and take on the Moors. French will certainly go down next time. The English should go down as well. We should be most of the way there, ladies and gents, and from there to see about the Timurids and the Aztecs. I think the old world will be dealt with in the next episode. But for now, I will leave you. I'm Toys. This is Tonight's Team, and this has been our Mongol Horde campaign. Thank you, and bye-bye. Welcome to Babylon, which is empty. Oh, Steve's dead. Bit of a shit. They seem a bit sad about it all. It's okay, guys. This is what it's about. Oh, they turned their backs. We did actually break them with a charge. Exceptional. How are we doing this? They may take our armies, but they'll never take our spies.